Hello everyone and welcome to my preview for PB Lawrence Stakes Day from Caulfield. Oh my goodness, there's a train coming behind me. It's the Prophet train. We're in Prophet again. Yes, that is a green screen behind me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's actually here in my possession. It's just going to make everything look better for sure. And as we take a look at how we went last week, profit on turnover of over 100% due to Twin Perfection and also Super Stock. So that was really good, and we're getting sort of near the green now in the overall standings. We are nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, can you please subscribe to the channel and help us get to the 1,000, because it'll be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for the day where we hit it. But let's get straight on with the tips. Let's kick things off in race number 1. It's the MRC Chairman's Club Caulfield Aspirant, a benchmark 70 handicap over the 1,400 metres, and the one I like here is number 2, First Mate, and this was its last run at Caulfield. I'm not sure where exactly I'm positioned at the moment, but I'll try and duck as they're about to run into my head. But First Mate is the one we're taking a look at. Now, this was in a benchmark 78 over 1,400 won by St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence, a very good horse. You need to be on speed this day, and First Mate was back worse than midfield and finished off pretty well, albeit near those inside lanes where you wanted to be. 61 kilos doesn't concern me in a benchmark 70 this weekend. Blake Shin going on is a big plus. From gate 4 can settle midfield or so, maybe even more forward than that, and I reckon it looks a cracking chance First Mate in the first race at Caulfield. I've decided to be down here from now on because I don't want to block the horses, but we are up to race 2 now. It is the MRC Chairman's Club First Renewal Alan Yates, a benchmark 84 for fillies and mares over the 1,400 metres, and the one I like here is the favourite in Life Lessons, the Toppy. This horse comes into this race getting Carleen Heffel on board, so brings it down to 56.5 kilos. It's first up, so might be needing the run, but its form from previous campaigns has lengths on this field. It's just a matter of whether it's fit enough to show its best foot forward on Saturday. 3 starts back, it beat C. Marie and lost to Nugget in the Lord Stakes at Sandown. So that's way better form than what the rest of these are producing here, running in the fillies and mares, winter races. I think this horse, if it gets the right run from gate 7, which I don't know if it will, it might be trapped right without cover. The other jockeys maybe wanting to think smart. But I think if it gets the right run, it's good enough to win, and I'm happy to be on. Moving on now to race number 4. It's the Senate Gambling Law Experts Handicap at benchmark 84 level for the mares over the 1,100 metres, and the one I like here is the Flying on a Limb. This horse has won 3 on the trot now. Last start is the one we're taking a look at, and it was beating Katsu at Caulfield. This was in a 3-year-old handicap over the 1,000 metres. I don't think the step up to 1,100 will dampen its chances at all. From gate 10 and a senior rider on in Ben Mellon will be around midfield or so. You don't really need cover around that turn at Caulfield. It's just one bend from the shoot start, and Flying on a Limb should be running well. The reason for the long freshen up, I'm not sure. Either it's had a setback, which I don't like at all, or they've got it in form and they're saving it for bigger races in the spring. I'm hoping it's the second option, and if it is, she probably deserves to be the favourite, and I'm happy to be with Flying on a Limb. Jumping to race number 7, it's the Ned's Quizette Stakes over the 1,100 metres for the 3-year-old fillies, and I like the top weight here in Ulanova. This horse is at a very good price, still around that $9 mark, and this was its last trial or jump out at Flemington, where it led on this occasion, didn't ask to do anything, and was second and very solid to the line. This horse draws gate 3 on Saturday, and as we can see by this jump out, has plenty of early speed, so will be in a non-speed role in my opinion. Only query is the 59 kilos compared to everyone else with like the 57 or the 56, but she's been performing in some really high-class races over in New Zealand, comes over here for her first Australian start. Mickey D takes the ride. She's got a few gear changes as well. I think this horse could have above-average ability, and I'm happy to see it on Saturday. Race number 8 is the IVE Vane Stakes for the 3-year-olds Colts and Geldings over the 1,100 metres, and if there's any anything wrong with the favourite. I reckon this horse is hard to beat. I Am Unstoppable, but something will have to be wrong with the favourite for this horse to win. This was this horse's last trial at Cranbourne behind Charm Stone. This was over the 800 metres. It did some solid work here with Zach Spain in the saddle. It's had 2 starts for 2 wins in its career. Comes into this race first up. Its last start win was in the Reduced Choice Stakes at Sandown, winning very impressively. Draws gate 4, so we'll get to midfield or just off. And I just think if cylinder's really short and if it's come back just below average, or the run last start in the English size maybe flattened it a bit on a heavy track, I think I'm Unstoppable is way over the odds. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do each way because there's only 7 horses in the race. Won't get third dividend. But I think it's a good price. I'm Unstoppable to find out. It's been unstoppable so far in its career, winning 2 from 2. Hopefully can continue that on Saturday. It's that time of the week. It's last man standing, and haven't we had some movement this week? Sky High Horse Racing has jumped all the way up into the green by a fair amount due to Floating Artist and Hot Spring Gold last week. Geordie making some money last week into second, with Pericles winning, and me, well, I had a winner, but just not profit again, and I'm last by a fair way. So we'll see what we're doing this week, starting with Sky High Horse Racing. He's having 70 the win on, what's that horse called? Barclays Square in the last race at Caulfield. Then 20 the win on Zaki, and a $20 win multi. Zaki, Cylinder, Mr. Brightside, and Barclays Square. Well, me, I'm not going to spend a fair amount of money. I'm just going to spend a little bit. I've gone 2 the win, 2 horses in Eagle Farm, 50 the win on both of them. Doomben, I should say. What am I trying to say? Hell of a Deal and Bonaparte. Those 2 horses look to be good odds, and I'll be making a profit if one of them win. And then Geordie. He hasn't sent me through the tips yet, so if there's something there, that's what he's got. And if there's nothing there, he's copping $100 penalty. So that's last man standing for this week. Race number 9 is the Q Clean PB Lawrence Stakes at weight for age level, at Group 2 level, over the 1400 metres, and I'm with the favourite here in Mr. Brightside. The winner of this race last year, first up. This horse jumps from gate 10 on the weekend. This was its last start effort at Flemington in a jump out. Coming off a Doncaster and All-Star Mile win from last campaign. This horse looks to be flying again this campaign. 1 from 5 first up. That was its win last year in the PB Lawrence. This race looks a little bit tougher this year because there's a bigger field, but Craig Williams on, I just think he'll be extremely hard to beat on Saturday. He won the race last year, and I think he can do it again this year, and that's why he's so short. But that's going to do it for this week's tips from Caulfield. Hopefully we can be in the profit again next week. Hopefully you enjoyed my green screen, and bye for now.